Hello and welcome to week 2 of my 6-week Yoga for All course. My name's Emma, I'm from Balance Works Yoga, if you don't already know. So we're going to start in a seated position today, so take a moment to make sure you've got a nice little bit of space, maybe a cushion or a blanket or a block if you have one. Just make sure you're in a comfortable seated position, and sometimes a block or a cushion to sit on is quite nice to elevate the pelvis so that you can stack the joints a bit better and sit a bit more upright. And so it's worth playing around for a moment to see if that feels a bit more comfortable for you. Today is quite a nice warming practice it's so cold outside at the moment, but also tapping into the central nervous system a bit and really trying to soothe any frayed nerves or any anxiety or stresses or anything going on. As you know, in yoga, it's all about connecting mind and body, and those things are so connected. So if we can do things to soothe the body and the central nervous system, there's lots of different things that we can do today, then hopefully that will help us feel better in our minds, calmer as well. So all linked. So we are going to start by bringing our hands together and just rubbing them together and just getting a bit of heat here. You might be nice and warm and cozy, not too bad today, but I've been in a couple of venues this week that have been a little chilly. So really warming up and noticing the heat that we are building in our own bodies, our own hands. A couple more. And then we can bring our hands to either our eyes. Take a deep breath here, or maybe bring it down to your heart. You choose where you place your hands now and bring the warmth to your body. And take a deep breath. And just take a moment to arrive and land in this moment. Inhale to sit nice and tall. Exhale to just relax the shoulders. And now relax the hands and bring them down to our knees, palms facing up, just sort of anchoring down with our wrists here to help us draw the shoulders back, creating this space across the chest and the arms, opening up a bit, rising up. And just noticing the natural ebb and flow of our breath. Inhale, trying to sit nice and tall, lift up. Exhale, just dropping the shoulders down and relaxing, letting go of any tension. Maybe a little bow of the head, feeling a little stretch down the back of the neck. And just feel the parts of you that touch the ground, taking support from the earth beneath us. We're going to have a go at the Ujjayi breath this morning, which is otherwise known as the victorious breath. It's a deep but gentle breath that along through the nose and down through the back of the mouth. And it normally makes a bit of a sound as well, otherwise known as some people call it the ocean breath, or even the Darth Vader breath. So it sounds a bit like this. Hopefully you can hear that. So it's you create a little bit of restriction down the back of the neck if you haven't done this before. And a way to create that and sort of tune into that is if we take an inhale together and then sigh it out through our mouths. We're trying to sigh out, but if we close our mouths and continue to do that sigh, sighing out but with our lips closed, get this kind of big breathy sound. So just have a little play with it and see if you can let the air swirl around. Really feel it coming through the back of the throat. Wherever you are, just lengthening the breath, even if you can't create that sound yet. Let's do 2 more breaths, nice long breaths, sitting nice and tall. Okay, very throaty breath there. So some people like to bring the Ujjayi breath into their practice, and while they're practicing as well, you might hear some noisy breathers when they do yoga. And it's very good at anchoring the mind as well and bringing us really sort of focusing our attention on our bodies, keeping us as present. So that's just something to tune us into this moment. And I'm just going to start some shoulder rolls now, some gentle mobility. So just begin to roll the shoulders. Again, to begin with, don't force the movement, just tune in, checking in with the shoulders. And reverse. Hands, arms can be wherever. I just like to have a little massage of my legs at the same time. Okay, and then we're just going to do a few little nose circles. So imagine you've got a little pencil on the end of your nose and just draw a circle, small circles to begin with, getting a bit bigger. Plate-sized circles, or just wherever you want to take it, noticing the movement in the neck. And then back to center, opposite direction, small, like a little spiral. Imagine this spiral you're drawing in the air. Getting a bit bigger. It's up to you whether you close your eyes and tune in. Whatever helps. Okay. And then we are going to just do a few rotations, just hands on the knees here, just rotating with the shoulders, just beginning to stretch the backs of the legs, getting a little gentle fold. And then opposite direction. Seeing what else is moving, the shoulders, the waist, the neck. Trying to be fluid and smooth. Okay, so inhale, lift the arms up, reach up, reach, reach. And then we're going to take a little twist to the right and bring the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you, sit nice and tall, inhale. Just going to remove my block now actually. And then we're going to lift the left arm up and just open up a little bit here. See how far you want to come. Hello, orchid. Still just about alive. Inhale, reach. And then we're going to take it into a side bend. So bring the hand forwards and take it into a side stretch wherever you want to go. Might want to add a little wrist warm up here as well. Doubling up. Try and keep the left hip anchored down. And then we're going to fold over our right knee here, just walking our hands down. Inhale, exhale. And then continue walking your hands, crawling around the front until you're coming over your left knee. Inhale, exhale. Keep on walking round till we come into a side bend on the left side. Inhale to reach here, really breathing, opening through the side of the rib cage. And then we're going to open up, drawing the left hand back and the right hand back. Opening up as far as you want to here, just in the chest and heart. And then bringing the left hand down, right hand down, sorry, my mirroring's not working this morning, into a twist on the left side. Right fingertips behind you. No left fingertips behind you. I'm really sorry, it's not working very well. Concentrate. And then come back to center, little shake out here. We will be coming into a tabletop position now, so you can walk forwards and release the feet and come forwards into a tabletop position, all fours, and just take a moment to get there. Stacking the joints, the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and pressing down with the tops of your feet. spreading the fingertips, really trying to spread out on the earth as much as you can. And then we're going to lower the belly and coming into cat-cow. So inhale, lower the belly, lift the tailbone, chest lifts, and then exhale, round the back, squeeze the air out, tailbone tucks under. Inhale, drop the belly, squeeze the shoulders, lift the head. Exhale, round the back, draw the belly in. Really pushing the ground away, nice long arms. And just find your cat-cow, maybe close your eyes. And just checking in with your spine, with your hands, with your knees. You can always have something underneath your knees here if you get any knee pain. Maybe adding a little bit of side to side or backwards and forwards if that feels nice here. A lot of the time when I come to tabletop in my practice, especially at the beginning, just listen to my body, try and find that intuition. What do I need today? How are my wrists? How's my neck? How's my back? Just a little bit of flexion. Okay, lovely. We're going to inhale and lift the left arm up in the air, or whichever one, doesn't matter, we'll go on the other side. And we're going to exhale and draw it back under and thread the needle underneath and slide the right arm out in front of us. Take a deep breath and exhale. Sink down, maybe relax the head, or it can come to a block. Left palm facing upwards, or you can take the arm round for a little wrap here, finding the hip crease with the right hand. Wherever you are, just taking some breaths. Slide the right hand back up and unthread, coming back to tabletop. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Again, little wrist rotation if you like. Exhale, thread the arm underneath, slide it down. Slide the left arm out, reaching with the fingertips. Take a breath and relax. The exhale can help you get a little bit deeper into a pose. Maybe you want to lift that left arm and wrap it round, finding your right hip crease. One more breath. And then release, slide the left hand back up, coming back to a tabletop position for a moment. Just sit back on your heels maybe and just relax the arms and shoulders here. Okie doke, we are going to walk out. We are going to come into a little down dog. So tuck the toes, spread the fingertips, engage the core, lift the knees off the ground, keep them nice and bent, sending the hips backwards, keeping the body nice and low, the weight back through the heels, adjust the hands if you need to, melt the heart down, maybe pedal the legs one at a time. Again, just taking a moment to check in. Deep breaths. Legs as bent as you need here to try and maybe lower the belly a bit closer to the thighs. Relax the head. Then we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, however you like here, and come to our fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. Really slow, slow, slow. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Little shoulder roll at the top. Head coming up last. And when you're there, just take a moment in mountain pose, in Tadasana, to adjust to this new position. Got a new foundation in our feet, so just take a moment to spread those out, connect with the ground. If we don't do that and we just don't really pay attention to our feet, that's where the problems happen, our balance goes off. So just take a moment in mountain just to maybe lower your gaze or even close your eyes if you're comfortable to do so, and just check in that your feet are nice and spread out. So you might want to lift the toes a little bit here and spread them down again. little bend in the knees, a slight tuck of the pelvis, drawing the navel in and the ribs, shoulders back and down, chin in slightly, rising to the crown of our heads. Taking a moment to remember that when you feel stressed or anxious, you are not alone. You are connected with the earth, you're connected with other people, and everybody feels those feelings sometimes. Okay, we're going to inhale and bring our arms all the way over our head and then down. On the next one, if you want to try and come up on your toes, you can give that a go. And then down. One more time, inhale. Maybe a little pause up on our toes. Don't worry if you lose balance, that's fine, and down. Okay, so little balance challenge. I'm just going to ground down through our right leg first of all, just really paying attention with our feet, all four corners of the feet, and find a focal point. Think about bringing your weight through here, center of gravity, that's how we create balance. And when you're ready, lifting the left knee slowly and hugging it in, interlacing the fingers so you can really draw the knee in, drawing the shoulders back. We can anchor in here. Let's get a little ankle rotation. If you feel a bit wobbly, you can always go to a wall. Just find that focal point. It's very, very helpful. Little micro bend in the knee, don't lock out. That's the supporting leg. If you're finding it really easy, you can always release the hand and bring the knee out to the side, or maybe come in and out here, just finding the right level of challenge for you, or maybe even sliding your hand down to the ankle and extending here and bringing it in, and then lowering it back down again. Shake things out. Excuse me. Go on the other leg, so ground down through the left, and when you're ready, find the focal point, stand nice and tall, roll the shoulders back, and slide your hands to your knee, hugging it in, drawing it in here, drawing the shoulders back. No, see, you haven't got it. Take your times, absolutely no worries about losing your balance, just come back into it. See if you can have a little ankle rotation, find your focal point, drawing those shoulders back, squeezing it in. Breathe. Other direction. And up to you if you want to release the left hand and bring it out to the side. Just finding whatever balance challenge feels okay for you on this particular day. One more breath. And then slowly lower it down. Have a little shake out. Okay, let's get moving, a little bit more energy now. So we're just going to do the first little part of a sun salutation. It's just the bit where we're standing. So we're going to inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Inhale and exhale, sweep them down and fold, hinging at the hip into our fold. Inhale, slide the hands up, coming to a half lift. And exhale, bend at the knees. Get back into our fold. Inhale, rise. Going to repeat this a couple of times to build up a bit of heat. Make sure we're nice and sturdy on our feet, maybe hip width apart. And exhale, bring the hands down, fold. Inhale, slide the hands up to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Rise up, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, chest parallel, long back, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. One more, exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, number 7 shape. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. All the way up. Bring the hands together. Down into prayer position. Roll the shoulders back. And just take a moment to check in that we've built up some heat now. Beginning to warm up. Check in, notice any sensations in our bodies. And we're going to do a few other flows today that we can repeat a few times, because often with repetition and it's quite soothing and reassuring on the body when we can get into a flow. Makes us feel good, releases good chemicals, serotonin, dopamine, all of those things. So from mountain, we're first of all we will step back to a high lunge. If you want to, you can take the balance again. So we're going to lift our left knee. And then we're going to sweep it through nice and slowly, seeing if we can step back nice and gently into a high lunge position. When you're there, just check you're nice and balanced. You're not on a tightrope. You've got your feet slightly apart, so we're a bit more like on tram lines. We are going to inhale and bring the arms all the way up and straighten the front leg, rising up here. Then we're going to exhale, bend in the front knees, reaching forward with the hands and folding down, bringing the arms backwards. We're going to repeat that. Inhale up, straighten the leg. Exhale, fold, bend the front knee. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, really squeezing biceps and triceps. Exhale, fold. From here, we're going to pivot on the back foot, so send it flat now. So we're going to come into warrior 2, spiral the arms, so send the left arm forwards, reaching around like a windmill, coming into warrior 2. Nice bend in that front knee. Again, make an adjustment you need to, so we're nice and stable. Strong back leg, bend in the front knee, tuck your pelvis under slightly. Then we're going to flip the front palm, come into reverse warrior. Inhale, lift. Just seen a cobweb. Exhale, spiral the hands down and straighten the front knee. And we'll keep going down into triangle. Whatever position you like with triangle, just inhale and roll the shoulder back, bring the left hip back. And we'll repeat. Inhale, bend in the front knee, come to reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms, straighten the front leg, triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. One more. Exhale, triangle. You can even send the left arm, see if it wants to come over into extended triangle, but try not to be bringing our chest down to the ground. We're still nice and open. So wherever it wants to go, to reach, reach, reach. Long body here. Big breath. And then bend in that front knee. Exhale, come back up to the warrior 2 position. Take a little bend in the back knee and take yourself back up to the top of our mats, where you can just shrug the shoulders and just shake anything out, any tension. You know I like a good shake by now in between movements. And take a moment to get ready to step back to the high lunge on the other side. So ground down through the left foot, going to bring up the right knee in. See if we can slowly step back into a high lunge, finding the stance that feels okay for you, not on a tightrope. Okay, inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the front knee, and then exhale, bend in the front knee, reaching forwards and down to a fold, bringing the arms up and back. Inhale, straighten the front knee, crescent lunge. Exhale, fold over the bent knee at the front, coming down as low as you like. Inhale up. Exhale, bend in the front knee, reach forwards, reach down, reach back, flowing with those arms. One more. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Might be a bit wobbly, that's fine. Exhale, bend. Once we're there, we're going to send the back foot flat and reach the right arm forwards and up and over, coming into warrior 2. Bend in the front knee, adjust your stance if you need to, strong back leg, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Just nice little squeeze, nice active legs, active glutes, and exhale, spiral the hands, straighten the front knee, lean into triangle. Inhale, bend the front knee, reverse warrior, reaching up, inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms, straighten the front knee, triangle. Bring that right hip back, right shoulder back. Inhale, bend the front knee, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle. One more. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then we'll bring our hands back down, take a little bend in the back knee and come back up to mountain pose. Okay, from here, remember you can always take a drink at any point, pause the video. Okay, inhale, reach up the arms. Exhale, fold. Feel a nice little fold here, fingertips to the ground or to a block. And just bend the knees as much as you need, but feel a nice stretch down the back body, back legs, and the back. Release the shoulders, release the head, the neck. You might want to hold on to the elbows here and have a little swing side to side. Rocking, swinging, again, great for the nervous system. Sending good calming signals around the body. Lovely. Okay, we're going to bring the hands to the floor now and step the left foot back, coming into a low lunge. So again, take a moment when you're there to adjust yourself, and we're going to come up, hands on the knee, and just check we've untucked our back toes, pressing down with the tops of our feet. That's our kind of anchor point in a low lunge. It's anything that's touching the ground, just make sure it's a good anchor, supportive point, not all wobbly. Okay, here we are. So inhale, we're going to lift the arms up. And then exhale, we're going to fold here, reaching forwards, and we're going to straighten the front knee, bring the hands down, coming into a little bit of a runner stretch here, lifting the right toes up. And then we're going to do that one more time. Inhale up, crescent lunge, exhale, bring the hands down, folding, lifting the right toes up. Rebend here, we're going to send the left foot to the side, coming into a bit of like a kickstand, and send our hands backwards, extending the right leg out, planting the left hand down and reaching the right arm up. A nice long side plank or kind of variation on gate pose. Inhale, and then walk the hands back to the front, coming back into our low lunge shape, so the leg is back tucked back in. Left hand down, inhale, right hand up for a twist. Bring the right hand back down, tuck the back toes, step back to a downward dog. Bring the feet together. Take your time getting here. Make any adjustments. I'm going to walk forward slightly. Inhale, lift the left leg in the air. Exhale, draw it forwards. We're going to come into a low lunge on the other side. Drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. Inhale, come up to a crescent lunge. Low lunge, reaching up. Make sure you're nice and stable on your knees. You can always have a blanket underneath the knee. Exhale, we're going to fold. We're going to straighten this front knee. Bring our hands down and pick up the left toes. Coming back to whatever feels okay. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, half split. Pick up the left toes, feel the stretch. Rebend here, going to tuck the pivot on the left knee, right knee, and then take our hands all the way to the back of the mat, extending in the left leg, right hand down, reaching up with the left arm, up and over, reach. And then we're going to walk our hands all the way back to the front, coming back into our low lunge. Right hand down, left hand comes up for a low lunge twist. Inhale, reach up, roll the left shoulder back, open up, much space as you can. Exhale, bring the hands down, tuck the back toes, step back into downward dog. Exhale. We'll just do that one more time. So we're going to inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, draw the knee in, step forwards into a low lunge. Untuck the back toes, inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands down, pick up the right toes, extend the right leg. Inhale, rebend, pivot on the back, on your knee. Send your hands backwards, extending the right foot to the top of the mat. Left hand down, right arm behind you. Reach. Exhale. Slide or crawl the hands back forwards, coming into the low lunge. Left hand down. Inhale, right for a twist. Reach up. Maybe send the fingertips a bit further backwards on this one. And inhale, replace that down, tuck the back toes, step back into down dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg in the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee in, step forwards, lower the right knee. Inhale, arms up. If it feels okay, you can always just keep the arms down, they're not necessary if it doesn't feel good. And exhale, bring the hands down, folding a bit over the front knee and straightening the front leg, sitting back, picking up the left toes off the ground. Inhale, rebend. And a pivot on the back knee and walk towards the right, to the back of our mat. Right hand down, extend the left leg, reaching up and over with the left arm, side plank or supported side plank. Keep on reaching over until we can bring our hands to the ground and crawl our way back to the front and coming into a low lunge with the left foot forwards. I'm going to bring the right hand to the ground. Inhale, lift the left. Inhale, reach, roll the shoulder. Look up if you can, or if that makes you feel dizzy, gaze can be wherever helps you. Exhale, bring the hands down. Going to tuck the back toes, step back into downward dog. One big breath here. And then bend the knees. Just come into a little child's pose, just to release everything for a moment. So take a few breaths in child's pose, whatever variation of child's pose you like. I just fiddle with the mic. Be wide knees with toes touching. It can be head on a block, head on your hands, or head to the ground. But wherever you are, just take some good full breaths. Or you can have knees together and arms alongside the body. Take some deep breaths, calming, but also energizing, filling up the body with air. Big exhale to relax. Maybe a little rock here to just massage the forehead. One more big breath to puff out the back, the rib cage, the belly. Exhale. Slide the hands forwards and walk our hands forwards and just begin to come down onto our bellies. Maybe you want to find a Sphinx pose first, which is on our forearms. Take a moment, just a very mini back bend. If not, just come all the way down, head on your hands. And just take a moment. If you're in Sphinx, just, well, wherever you are, just really pressing down with the tops of your feet here, anchoring down to the ground with your pelvis. Maybe a little squeeze the shoulders, opening the chest. Taking a moment, just sending a little bit of love to yourself today for doing this practice, for tuning in, for finding the video. Yay, well done. Do let me know how you get on as well, whether it's all working okay, because there could be issues that I don't know about, so please let me know. Make sure you can hear me properly, things like that. And then we're going to widen the elbows, bring the hands down, our head to our hands, so create a pillow with the hands, bring the forehead to the hands, and just rock the hips here. Release the lower back. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax your face, the muscles on your face, your jaw. Beginning to slow things down a bit now. And then lift slightly here. We're going to send the arms outwards in a T shape. In fact, I might face you for this. Just move my stuff. Don't know whether it's not going to work with the wall there. Let me see if I can just come back slightly. So our arms are in a T shape. We're going to slide our left hand up underneath our shoulder, but leave the right arm extended. I haven't got quite enough space. And then going to bend in the left knee. So our left foot's coming up to our bottom. And then we're going to roll on our right shoulder, bringing the left toes to the ground maybe, opening up, just seeing where it wants to come to on your shoulder. It's quite an intense stretch on your shoulder. So if it's too much, just staying a bit lower. If it's fine, just to maybe relax the head here. The toes or the foot can be on the floor, and if you want more, you can even lift the left hand in the air or create a wrap. Breathing through any discomfort. Don't want any pain, but discomfort. It's fine. That's how we stretch things out, how we go a bit deeper, how we make progress with our bodies. And then we can bring ourselves back down and go to the other side. So slide the left arm out, draw the right hand under the shoulder, bend in the right knee, and roll on the left shoulder, popping the right toes on the ground, supporting yourself with the right hand here, or bringing the right foot to the ground, or lifting the right arm. Lots of variations, but take some good breaths here. Too much, just roll out a bit. One more deep breath. Before rolling gently back onto our bellies, just easing ourselves off the shoulder, giving them a little bit of a wriggle, and we're going to push ourselves back upwards. Move nice and slowly here. We will be coming onto our bottoms just to finish a little boat pose, a little boat and bridge flow to finish with. So finding boat pose first of all, getting onto your bottoms and bringing the feet in. Different variations as usual. You can either have your hands behind you to support you behind you, or you can have them behind your knees. Wherever they are, just think about tilting back slightly, engaging the core so we don't begin to collapse down in our back. So nice straight back. And just leaning back wherever you are with your hands until you feel you can't lean back anymore without rolling back, and maybe lifting one foot at a time or both feet. Seeing if we can hold this balance takes a lot of concentration and focus. Draw the shoulders back, or you can release the hands. The hands can be here, they can be behind our knees, or they can be out. So wherever you are, just hold it, draw the shoulders back into their sockets. Oh, lift the chest, open up. Maybe the feet go higher, but if you start to really collapse down, then just bring them back down. Nice solid position for a couple more breaths. So if it's too much, just lower the feet. One more breath. Really engage those abdominals, and then carefully release back down. We're going to bring our hands behind us, feet, heels towards our bottom, and just roll down carefully to our backs. Going to lift our hands up and reach all the way behind us with our arms. Just nestle your shoulders into the ground, making the adjustments you need here. And I'm going to lift up the hips into a little bridge pose, so nothing too high here. Just lift up, take a big breath into our front body, and exhale, ripple slowly back down, bring the hips down again. Bring the arms up and over, and then we're going to hug our knees in on the exhale. So we're going to inhale, come into bridge, lift the arms up behind you and the hips. Exhale, lower the hips down, reach the arms to your knees and hug in. Inhale, arms behind you, reaching up with the hips and back with the fingertips. Exhale, lower. Now, if that's too easy, you can always, after your bridge, you can come all the way up into boat. Okay, so we're just going to do this a couple more times. Rolling down, arms behind you, lift to bridge, inhale, exhale down, into boat, or just hug the knees in. Feet down, hips up. Inhale, ripple down, arms go forwards into either boat or just hug the knees in. One more, I've already said that, sorry. Arms forward. Didn't make it that time. Not enough core engaged. Okay, so from here, just take a moment with the knees bent, just bring the arms out the side and just have a little release of the hips, the core of the body, the lower back, just windscreen wiper with the knees to either side. Just beginning to slow things down. The arms out the side, just relaxing in the shoulders. Maybe leave the knees over to the right. Maybe send the head over to the left for a little twist here. Knees back to center, over to the left side. Look to the right. Back to center. And just hug the knees in, a little massage. Nestling the shoulders, you're kind of getting a lower back and an upper back massage. Looking after yourself, remembering and trying to remind ourselves of all these things we can do to our body that actually don't just soothe our body, but they soothe our mind as well. So there's all sorts of things we can do when we're feeling a bit tense, a bit stressed, a bit anxious. Just find a little space where you can either take some of these breaths or find a space to rock, come into a little stretch, lie on your backs, hugging your knees in, all these lovely comforting positions. From here we will be just coming into a bit of relaxation at the end, so you can either have the knees bent and feet wide, knees touching, or you can extend one leg gently and then the other, getting any other layers or blankets just to get cozy for the last bit. Try not to skip Shavasana if you possibly can, because it's such an important part of the practice where we can just really spend some time reflecting and sitting with the good work that we've done, and just being content with being still, not just in the body, but trying to be still in our minds as well. We don't do enough of it. That's why we're really rubbish at it. So we need to practice. Just going to finish with one more little breath technique I'd like to go through with you today. You can do it seated or lying down. Obviously we're lying down, so let's do it lying down. It's called bee breath. It's my favorite for calming things down and just getting rid of any outside external distractions. So bee breath, it's called because it will make a sound like a bee. It's a humming sound. And as you probably already know, that humming and sound create a lot of calming feelings, like when we've used the sound bowl before. If anyone came to my winter warmer, we placed it on our bodies. You could feel the vibrations, and that taps into our nervous system. The vagus nerve stimulates the vagus nerve to really relax and send these gorgeous calming signals around the body. So we can create that with a hum. So all we're going to do is 5 hums on the exhale, and in addition to that we will close our ears, we'll lift our hands up so we can bring our fingers to our forehead to sort of be able to anchor there and just relax the shoulders and arms so they're not creating any tension. And then bring the thumbs to the ears, that little flap where you can close off the sound. So we'll do that in a minute. And we'll take a deep inhale together, and then we'll hum nice long, whatever sound you want, just a nice long hum, doesn't matter what pitch it is or what it sounds like. This is about the vibrations, guys. And then we'll do that 5 times. So when you're ready, get comfortable, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, just allow them to feel heavy on the head. You can always cover the eyes as well. That's traditionally what was done as well for bee breath. We're going to squeeze the ears closed just gently and take a deep inhale and exhale with a hum. Whenever you're done, just relax the arms. Use the exhale to just relax any other muscles. And just stay in Shavasana for as long as you have time to. A good few minutes would be great. I will say goodbye and you stay for as long as you need. Namaste. See you soon.